It's the Cable
Kind of in an Archon mood, huh? Satisfying card to resolve. This one's tricky. I wouldn't mind being black, and Barrowwave does help cut that. But Crocus is pretty fucked up. I do think it's a level above Barrowwave. This also doesn't color commit us. We find like sneak attack. We do like sneak attack oath things. And like not being black. We'll probably end up being black though. Kind of nice to be able to hardcast on the top end in longer games too. Crocus soloed you 3 matches in a single league yesterday. Yeah, that's fucking frustrating, huh? I will say, when I've done single limb stuff, like the Crocus, feels like way less of an issue. Because that just doesn't happen. You can even like track who has it and stuff. And if you defeat the person who has it, then your other 2 rounds are going to be blessedly free of it. You're just like way less likely to run into it round after round after round. Could take the starting town and stay open. It's weird, but I think the best card here is Bristly Bill. Maybe I'll pivot into red-green. Safekeeper kind of interesting. I like Sentinel Assault amount. I'm gonna grab Greaves here anyway. Hey, sup, Cub? Fetch land for the landfall's nice. Yeah, I think I like Halfling. Earthbender can be good in these green decks. It's easier to level up than it looks. With a bunch of landfall stuff. Hello. Yeah, with both Bristly Bill and Scythe Cat Cub, we are looking for fetcheroos. Let's leave Torsten out. Soul Ring? If the Soul Ring wasn't here, I think I'd grab that Bombardiers and just plan on being red-green. Note that the Orcs did not wheel. Hey, sup, Nadu? Yeah, when we grabbed that Greaves when we already had Bill already, I was thinking we might be a Nadu deck. Getting a little rewarded for staying open, taking the starting town. I'm actually going to grab Nissa here over Questing Beast. Questing Beast is a slightly better card and answers some problems by answering some planeswalkers, right? And it's a legend that we can save with Crocus, which is nice. But Nissa plays very well with Bristly Bill. Especially if you can get a Gaia's Cradle. And I'm very fond of that interaction. Also something to do with that Soul Ring mana. Tireless Tracker is another landfall critter. I'm going to grab the Ancient Tomb here. I think it's going to be good at Ancient Tomb deck. I guess I'm just taking a Fnatic, These lanes aren't very exciting. Oh shit, what up? Hey, goodbye, email box. Thanks for the sub. Been a minute. How's Dave? Dave's great. We went on a longer walk today. And we passed several other dogs, and he didn't, like, freak out or pull on the leash or anything. He was still just, like, calm little doggo. And then he saw the neighbor dog, who he recognized. And, he stopped and he did a little, he did a little whimper. Because he he's friends with that dog, and he really wanted to go say hi. And so we called over if it was okay for a little visit. And the two puppers excitedly ran around each other for a second. I'm gonna grab that Malevolent Rumble. Mox Diamond is not a card that I pass lightly. Well, Malevolent Rumble's gonna help me find this Nadu. It's gonna just help the deck work. Hey, another fetch. Perfect. I did a little bit of roaming around with him, a little bit of attempting training near the house. When he's got like grasses that he can, when we're walking on the sidewalk, he's like very good on the leash. But when we go into like grass areas, he just fucking gets overwhelmed with all the things to smell and tears around. And so I've been trying to get him to, stop, wait for me, not tug on the leash, that sort of thing. Not just go like absolutely ape shit. But yeah, Dave's doing great. Such a cute little puppy. He really likes when me and my wife hug each other and one of us is holding him. It's like his fucking favorite thing. Just like a big family cuddle pile hug thing. He gets really excited and wags his tail and licks us. And if we ever hug each other and he's around and one of us isn't holding him, he gets real mad about it. He gets big mad. You don't understand. You're forgetting Dave. Yeah, Questing Beast and Terra Sunder are both good. I'm actually going to grab this Landscape. I think Landfall's pretty sick here. The Malevolent Rumble makes that Uro a lot better. So that's a little exciting. A Bloatus, just for me. Just for little old me. Hell yeah, Jailer. Waterlogged Grove helps the mana a bit. I think this Titania is quite good here. I kind of want to make sure I get that Titania, I think. We're lacking fast bond type shenanigans to make the Crucible effect good. The Yavimaya is nice with the Crocus and the Ancient Tomb. Kind of want this Ouroboride. I think it's good here. More landfall. Okay. Little sideboard card, maybe. Maybe I should be grabbing Mana Leak. Have any interaction at all. Oh, I guess Force of Vigor is interaction. That Trop helps our mana base so much. How are we doing? We need 5 more playables. We got some random utility creatures we can run. Is Ouroboride good? Yeah, it's solid. It's like a 4-mana Suspend Craterhoof. Think about the Sylvan Caryatid and the Tifa. Maybe I should be considering that Teferi, huh? Solve some problems for us. Why is Chromax always getting picked so late? Because I don't see it earlier. Yeah, I like that Waterlogged Grove a lot, but I do need a few more playables. And Birds also helps the mana. You're off to Costco? Hell yeah. Costco fucking rules. Get a $2 hot dog for me. Hell yeah, Sizzy man. Sounds like a good-ass week. Why don't the youths have a thriving counterculture music scene? I'm not familiar enough with the youth's music scene to say they definitively don't. I do know that TikTokery has impacted the music scene for the youths, though. A lot of knowing like 30 seconds of a hit song. But they're there for that 30 seconds, I tell you. Hey, Neon Mushroom, thanks for the raid. Speak of the devil, someone was just talking about pre-modding. Neon Mushroom is a pre-modern streamer. I play a bit of pre-modern, not as much as I'd like. There's so many cool Magic formats. The last couple of weeks, I really wanted to make time for some pre-modern streaming and some Pauper streaming. Just hasn't come together. Hey, Yas Cole, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 2 months there. You top forward the challenge with Esper Tog. Oh, cool. So it's like Tog, and then you've got Flooded Strand to go get planes, I assume, for swords. Maybe some sideboard considerations. Sideboard meddling mages. Sounds a lot like the in between Blue Black Tog and like Grow a Tog. Ooh, Armageddon's filthy. I think I'm gonna leave Skydiver in the sideboard. I don't love Teferi, but it does do something that our base green deck isn't great at, which is drawing some cards. And can downtick to answer problematic permanents, which green is also not good at. Perfect. You nailed it. You nailed it, Magic Online. I'm excited to play this deck. I mean, I thought the last deck was very good too, but this one's the one. Got a fucking Black Lotus and Soul Ring in here. It's fucked up. Should have some fucked up starts. So this hand lacks a Mana Dork or a Soul Ring or a Black Lotus, which is a bummer. I'm not sure you're supposed to mulligan Bill plus Nadu, though. And then you got the turn 3 Ouroboride for when everything goes to shit. They get set by the streamer, Burning Piggy. So because I wanted to add some profanity to my stream overlay, I checked the Twitch terms of service, and that's the requirement, I guess. All right. I can warn them. I can warn the folks. Remember Good Lawyers Quit? Yeah, some of those did that. The Department of Justice was instructing people in Minnesota to investigate Renee Good's widow. It's basically just like harass a widow. For question mark politics? I don't know. And there were like a slew of prosecutors that were tasked with that. They were just like, I am going to quit. I'm not going to harass a widow. I'm sorry. Sorry, not doing that. And these were people with like long careers too. Not a simple thing. So you could Safekeeper plus Nadu here, which I don't hate. You could also Safekeeper plus Ouroboride. Take a little bit more damage. Yeah, let's do the Nadu thing. You worry about the good prosecutors getting replaced? Yeah, not a common issue that you have to have, huh? I would posit if they were willing to harass a widow for political gain, they would probably not be one of the good ones, like by definition. It's like the whole bit. So not really much of a choice there. Right, Jordan. Yeah, very extremely political FBI. Rotten Agenda, I do appreciate the subs. Congratulations to Fadad, Chai Digital, Zephon111, David, Mario Kart, and UC Slugger. Don't love the idea of taking 4 here, but I also don't love the idea of chumping. I guess I'll throw Cub under the bus. What the fuck is wrong with America? That is a good question. We've been trying to figure that out. Well, one's got a lot of cards over there. Yeah, I think the Power Glove should have gone face. Feels like you should be able to do something real juicy here, huh? Oh shit, what up? Hey, Pathead Roachman, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 49 months. Final day, sad and grateful. Cheers. Cheers, Pathead. Much love. Excessive tobacco use on the stream? There is not. That was lumped in with other shit. It's like profanity or drinking or tobacco. So they lump tobacco use with boozahol. And I certainly do get tipsy on occasion. Correct, time Rando. You got it. For Titania to be able to target something, the thing needs to be in the graveyard when the trigger goes on the stack. Right, Migo Bloom? Yeah, I don't think you can call yourself a centrist and also support ICE these days. Or at least most of the independents are not. I saw a poll. I shared a poll in the Discord, and for the first time, Americans are overall majority in favor of abolishing ICE, which says a lot, because America, as a country, is just hugely in favor of enforcement officers in general. All of our TV and films and stuff glorify that kind of thing. So it takes a lot. It takes a whole shitload of oppression before the majority of Americans are like, "Oh yeah, we should stop doing that. We should abolish that." That's very obviously not something we should be doing. Enforcing laws is cool if you can do it without murdering people for no reason. Yeah. I saw a video today of a woman just like trying to get to a doctor's appointment. And Isa's directing her to go down a side road, and she's like, my fucking doctor's right there. She's like clearly frustrated. And she starts pulling away, but like her window's down. She's like communicating. She's like clearly mad. But she doesn't move fast enough, so they just like fucking shatter her window. Just smash it to shit. Cut her seatbelt, drag her out of the car. Which is illegal. Like, they're only supposed to be able to arrest citizens if they're obstructing. She's like obviously not obstructing. Just pulled over slightly too slow for them. I think I'm going to bin Time Raveler. These don't seem like great cards to balance, except for maybe Sky Diamond. Correct. Obstruction requires force and intent and all that. You can't just, like, be in the wrong place slightly too long on the way to the doctor. Lucky she's alive, I guess. This was a great draw. Shit. Fair enough. A friend of yours was following yesterday. No obstructions, just recording. Got boxed in, pulled out, slammed to the ground, detained for 10 hours. No charges, but held for 10 hours. Yeah, that's unfortunately very common. There's that video of the guy in front of Target who's literally just recording, and a ICE agent is like walking him down, like saying shit. So he's just like, fuck you, and like backing up. And then you see him getting slammed to the ground, and then they like pull a 17-year-old kid out of Target. They're both like citizens, obviously, and dump him in the van and drive off. And then there is a third video where the guy who's like saying like fuck you and backing up, having the audacity to talk back, right, shows up and he's like, someone's like, hey man, are you all right? Like, you were just getting fucking tortured and shit. And he's like, no man, I'm not okay. And he just like breaks down crying. I'm not all right at all. And then you hear people on the sidelines talking about how he's like bloodied and shit from being smashed on the ground. It's fucked up. All right. My opponent's got one card left in hand. I'm hoping it's nothing too nasty. Oh, hey. I don't have to play the Safekeeper this turn, so I can tap this for a green. Watch me get dazed now, huh? You hope all the DOJ lawyers who resign start taking up cases for abused folks, right? I mean, that's part of it. Like, someone was like, well, now we're not going to have any good DOJ lawyers. Well, that's a normal thing to worry about. They'll be able to find other jobs if they really want to do good work. Yeah, the main concern here is Fiery Confluence. I kind of wonder why they didn't put Lucha to hand. Hey, McGibby86, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 27 months there. Your promised drugs and adult content. To drugs and adult content. A lot of 5-3s here, huh? When you see oppression, it shouldn't, like, change depending on who's justifying it, right? Who's president at the time. I was anti-ICE when Obama was president as well. Even then, like, the majority of people that were being disappeared, like, still didn't have a criminal conviction. Certainly not in the U.S. And most of those convictions that were reported were, like, traffic shit. And there's policies of separating parents from their families, just, you know, inhumane shit. And I have seen folks be like, Obama did all this, like, way more humanely, and it's like, that shouldn't that shouldn't be, like, your rallying call. That people were disappeared more politely under Obama. It shouldn't be, like, what fucking inspires you. Liberals, am I right? You've never seen me show any concern about crimes committed by corrupt politicians. That is an interesting take, Lotgun. This stream, I would argue, has been extremely consistent with standing up for human rights over all my years. When women in some states lost the right to abortions, we did charity drives to help people travel to different states and get access to the healthcare they need. We've also done charity drives for Lambda Legal, which takes cases for LGBT rights and it takes them pro bono. And I thought that was a particularly important charity because trans rights here in the States have been absolutely attacked. It's interesting to frame it as politician corruption. Why do I not care about political corruption? And here I am talking about ICE. We could talk about the I've got this thing and I'm fucking golden guy who was pardoned by Trump. Just the most, like, gratuitous case of corruption I've ever seen in my life. Blagojevich. I don't know why you'd want to. I don't think my opinion on that could possibly change anything. We could talk about him pardoning that drug lord right in the middle. The guy that had been sentenced to like 45 years or some shit. Right in the middle of all of his posturing about Venezuela. He's literally pardoning drug lords who have enough crypto to slip him, I guess. Because apparently crypto bribing is legal now. But again, there's not much a citizen can do about that. However, protecting your neighbors, keeping an eye on the feds that are in your neighborhood, that's something that's very easy for citizens to do something about and make a real change, make a real impact. What was the name of the charity that I listed? I was talking about Lambda Legal. This hand, like, almost works, right? Turn one ignoble, but you're not quite there with the Nadu. I'm going to mull. Remember that this deck has a Black Lotus and a Soul Ring in it. I'm going to send this back as well. As well as a bunch of, like, mana dorks for turn 1 plays. I think we just got to keep this one. We got a hand with a plan, at least. Hey, Asymptotic Ape, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 99 months. Stayed homesick, but got 75% more Caleb. Aw, yeah. Sorry you're sick, friend. The cocaine as a weapons of mass destruction as a pretext makes no sense. Yeah, no sense whatsoever. And then, of course, the only fucking physical evidence that we got was washed up on the shore from the wreckage. And it was marijuana. Which I'm sure everybody is on board with. Fucking murdering people over, right? Absolutely insane. Turns out there was a reason that they wanted to destroy all the physical evidence. Right, yeah, writing MPW. The first plane that carried out boat strikes was disguised as a civilian plane, which is a war crime. You're not supposed to pretend to be a civilian when you're bombing people. Weird. I think I'm just going to sack a single land here. Well, no. I changed my mind immediately. There are more serious real-world problems than those presented on TV. What about those that are being enacted on our citizens that we can see? We can see our neighbors disappearing. That's not a TV situation. That is our lives. It's laughably condescending to say that those are only TV issues. Yeah, we're just going to pop this Leo. Get a little Cyclone. You live in the Minnesota Metro? This is very real. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't live in Minnesota. I live in Wisconsin. But we've had ice raids here. And we're surrounded by this. Because Chicago was targeted very recently. Not really a time to be complacent. When people's rights to due process are being denied. Let's plan a little something here. Okay, that's fine. The worst case scenario would have been Mystic Confluence, because that could have reset these tokens too. But I think we're still in a good spot. And I'm actually just going to serve all in, because the opponent's at 9, so they take 2 4s, and you want to be able to combine a 1 with that. Oh, if my deck sucked, I'd be totally fine with this hand, but my deck doesn't suck. It again has a Black Lotus, a Soul Ring, and a bunch of Mana Dorks in it. So I'm going to send this back. Jesus Christ. Hey, we found it! We found the Black Lotus! Yay! Maybe I'll rip a Nissa or something. Aesop Kunum. We're going to hold on to this Heath. We don't have a Surveillant to fetch out, but we do have Landfall Critters in the deck. So holding on to the Heath could reward us. Hey, take care, MTGO Bloom. Be good indeed. Cheers. It was heartening to see all the Be Good pins at the Golden Globes. I enjoyed the Wanda Sykes segment. Goddamn hilarious. She like thanked Bill Maher for giving us all so much, and then said, "I could use a little bit less, though. A little bit less now, please, Bill Maher." And it cuts to him, and he is just like not pleased. He is just completely incapable of being the butt of a joke. Just the most smug, self-righteous man of all time, getting taken down a little bit. Soothes the soul. And then she had the privilege of accepting an award for Ricky Gervais, and she thanked God and the trans community. Delightful. I think I'm fine with that. Academy Omnath is wild. I was not expecting that. Mark Ruffalo has been on the level for a long time. I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for the Hulk. That's a man who, like, very clearly cares about the important shit, you know? Well, the opponent's got a huge mana advantage. We do have the Safekeeper, so if they've got any targeted removal as their last cards, we might be okay. The landfall is just going to give them infinite blockers here. This is DMDG throwing out some gift Subarooskis. Hell yeah. Thanks, Mrs. DMDG. Keeping the vibes good. Congrats to Swallow Baggin, MTG Ball, Filthy Casual Magic, Nagafan55 in the blue color. Tell Dave we said hi, please. Yeah. To Dave. That Urza is going to be essentially infinite gas every turn. If it doesn't find gas, then it's going to find lands for the spring part, and that's going to be very hard for us to grind through, unless we find some, you know, some critters here. Because this Orboride's getting filthy. God damn it. I guess I play one of them out. Yeah, maybe Nissa's my best draw at this point, because the Orboride's already huge, so just spitting out haste critters would be sweet. Interesting. They're keeping their ally there. Must have a mana-intensive card in hand, or at least a color-intensive one. Portal. Well, the artifact critter taps for the same amount of mana as the 2/3 does. Because of the Urza. Vaultborn Tyrant, amazing. The Urza is going to have to chump here, though. There's some good news. Come on. We like mulled the 5, kept Black Lotus, Miscalc, Sylvan Safekeeper, and we've literally only drawn lands. We drew an Ouroboride and lands. That is all we've had to work with here. Oh, man. The good news is Ouroborade's working overtime for me. Opponent gets to draw a card. They can just hardcast Woodfall Primus, and it super does not matter. Oh, they get to draw a card. That's not nothing. And the Woodfall is going to be worth 2 blockers. Zernor might imply a balance in their deck. Thank you. Aren't I supposed to stack these? They're in the right order. Moto let us stack them correctly. I should probably take a snip of this. Seems worth sharing. Oh, I skipped the 3 Moxen, makes it even better. Oh, I didn't think it was relevant at all. I am going to take 11 here. Deck kind of reads like balance. Natural order. How big are the critters? The small ones are 72, 74s. Eternal Witness, rebuy natural order? That can't be right. They don't even have a second green here. Oh, my critters were going to be so fucking big. They're about to be so large. Let's get this Skydiver in here, against the Troll Mox deck. Opponent kind of looked like a flash deck with Woodfall Primus and that other 6/6. Kind of still dig the Teferi. Gotta get something, though. This Black Lotus just does not want to give me a reasonable opener, huh? Teferi makes a good imprint on Chrome Mox. Sure. Malevolent Rumble would be an easy way to get our Uro back. If we don't catch them without Caracas down, that could bounce Uro in response to a Greaves equip. The little dude that we imprinted on the Chrome Mox would have made Uro protected from Caracas. I've also made this guy look better too. I'm going to chill on him until I have 1 more mana here. I think that makes sense to me. We're talking about the Supreme Drafts showing up tomorrow. Yeah, I'm excited to play that. Apparently I had a small influence in the card list from a conversation I didn't even remember because it happened so long ago. Kind of a slow game in comparison to the last one. Caleb D. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't call me Caleb D MTG. I guess they were giving me the Magic Online username. Doesn't really matter. I go back and forth anyway. There it is. Yeah, good stuff. Good shit, huh? Excellent shit. I'm gonna take a quick break here. Go to the bathroom. I think grab myself some ice.